Welcome to FusionFox Human Capital Cloud and Unified Talent Suite presentation. This covers three main modules. The first one is Human Capital Cloud. The second one is Unified Talent Management Suite. And the third one is Talent Supply Chain. This is the stack of modules and related functionalities. Human Capital Cloud T90 includes core HR and employee self-service, Performance 360, payroll management, onboarding, offboarding, contracts management, etc. Then, Unified Talent Management 180 includes leadership development, planning and execution of those plans, succession planning, competency management, goal planning, and management of the goals at the manager or individual level. Talent supply chain includes talent acquisition planning and hiring process automation, recruiting, onboarding, job description, and so on. Then we have add-on solutions which complement our applications. Our training and learning management, employee surveys, quantitative performance management, mobile self-service, bots, data analytics, and BI Composer. Our approach towards talent management, or HR, is to create an environment in the organization which is transparent and gives employees a feeling that if they stay with the organization and perform well, they can grow within the organization. This is achievable only when we have a transparent process of creating successors, developing talent to the next level, and transparency in the hiring and rewards programs. This is how we can create a transparent environment where people know if they do well, they will grow within the organization. So, it is about optimizing HR's approach to managing human resources and talent. Then we use a lot of bot powers to automate a lot of activities and actions in the system, which happens manually at the moment. So bot takes over certain activities of HR to initiate and ensure timely actions of the processes. We also have end-to-end functionality. It is easy to deploy and realize value available readily on AWS and SAS model. Also, it is coming pre-configured so it can be quickly start using and scalable to meet complex organization structures. That means you can have a business group and organizations maybe in one country or in multiple countries. And each organization can have multiple operating locations or business units. So everything can be configured in this application. Any complex enterprise structures you may have can fit in this. Extended security prevents data theft. We have role-based security in this application. We also have local HR, in which the local HR person looks after that particular operating unit organization level and the business group level. And then we have portfolio-based security, where executive people like the vice president is vice president of finance and HR and IT. So that person, or that vice president in that capacity, can see all the talent available in these three departments. Or maybe a branch manager can see all the people within that branch. So this is achieved through Portfolio Management System. Then we have an additional way to secure employee or talent information by creating work groups in the application. So you can create whatever kind of a structure that you have in the organization. T90 Stack HCM Essential module is basically about employee information management, where we have all the information about the employees. Benefits and rewards management, leave and time off management, onboarding process management, and related process management, and also checklist. For example, onboarding checklist or pre-onboarding checklist. Organization Browser provides you insight about the organization. Social Security and healthcare schemes can be managed, and you can have different schemes for different employees. Assignments, Employee Data Analytics, and HR Leader Dashboard. This is the overview of the Employee Information Management application, where you can see all the information about the employees. It is integrated tag cloud, where you can link an employee with the different tags. You can see compensation, leaves, dependents, multiple IDs, documents, contracts, assignments and reporting manager, and so on. This is the organization view, where we can have a look at organization or strength from location, department, project, or position perspective. This is the organization chart, where you can drill down from the top to bottom and see who is reporting to whom and how your organization chart is shaping up. These are add-on modules in T90 Stack, other than the HCM Essential, which is part of HCM Cloud Main module. So this includes employee self-service, workforce planning, payroll management, and a lot of the data analytics. This is about managing employment cost. So this is a dashboard for covering the different aspects of the cost to the company or the employment cost of the company. It shows you total compensation, indirect cost, provisional cost and statutory cost, department-wise cost, breakdown of the cost based on different components, and cost elements, and things like that. Succession and Talent Development module includes competency management, succession planning, leadership development programs, talent calibration, career progression, talent search, and global planning, and so on. This is the application where we can see Talent Profile, which covers all the competencies related to the employee, the functional experience that the employee has gained, educational, assignments, and the responsibilities assigned to the employee, and how much he or she is fitting in the current job. So competency level, experience level, and impact on business, risk of loss, and so on. This is the competency profile of an individual. To look at more from the competency perspective, that what are the competencies there in a specific talent? And what extra competencies are there? How this particular talent can be used elsewhere more effectively, considering his or her current knowledge base or competencies and skills. So it is about current job requirements and extra competencies. You can conduct multiple reviews to assess the competency levels of individuals, and also you can have a plan to develop these competencies and things like that. It is giving a breakup of the competencies based on the core competencies, job competencies, language, or whatever. Then it is about creating competencies. You can create competencies, and you can define which jobs need to have this competency. And these jobs should have what level of weight allocated to this particular competency. So you can have one competency work planning based on a location, which could be for a vice president. It may have a different weightage. To a normal manager, this may have a different weightage, and to a junior manager, it can be different. This was the overview of the talents available having this particular competency. This is Development Plan, where HR leaders can create plans. They can identify the talent, create a talent pool, and do the planning for the next move. They can assess their competencies, and if some competencies are lacking, then they can create a development plan to cover those competencies. Then have a regular review and update the competency levels. They can have a plan to see how they can give them additional exposure or assignment to develop on-job training. The idea here is to develop the talent and add new competencies, or to upgrade the existing competencies through a development process. We have 4 main processes in the T180 stack. The first one is Identify to Nominate, where we identify the talent and then we nominate them or we add them in some development plan to develop the resources or develop the talent for the next move. Also, we can identify the successors and we can nominate them to a certain position. Second one is Plan to Develop. It is about that you make a development plan and then execute so that you have your talent ready for the next move. The third one is Goals to Achieve, in which you can create goals so that managers can have their own goals, team members can have goals, managers can have goals for the team members. So goals can possibly be defined as a target to achieve in a particular time period, or some performance level exposure that employee needs to achieve. So basically, it was about planning and achieving goals. The fourth one is Allocate to Perform. It is more about quantity performance targets that you assign to different people and how much they are achieving the targets based on the given timeline or given period. From the perspective of developing talent, you can assign some work for 2 weeks, and then you can assess how the employee performs in order to plan him for the next move or to create a successor of someone. So this can be used in multiple ways. Then we have Executing Portfolio Dashboard, where executives who have access, like VP Finance, let's say Finance Head Admin and IT. So these 3 departments come under one VP. So one VP can see all the employees or all the talent in those particular 3 departments. So we create portfolio for him, which includes all the people in the 3 departments, so that particular executive, based on the portfolio, can see a list of the talent and can see which talent has what competencies and responsibilities. Who is the successor? What are the goals? Performance, and so on. Talent supply chain is basically about talent acquisition planning and acquisition process itself. We use very transparent and scientific process to calculate the GPA, where the selection process is completely automated. So you can use workflow-based processes. As you know, candidates first goes for shortlisting and then for an interview process. The interviewer gives proper rating based on different scales. Then the system itself calculates who is the right candidate to hire based on different parameters. This is a comprehensive job description. You can define that for this particular job, what is the budget? What are the weightages of different competency? Education, functional experience, and performance is required. What are the competencies required? What is the level of the competencies required? What is the educational requirement? And currently, who are the people associated with this job profile? Also, it can create a process or an approach to calculate everything into consideration, and also give certain information to the recruiters. Even Q&A type of things, so that they know the profile of the candidate. They should have a checklist to verify certain things, so you can also include that technical checklist of questionnaire in the job description. This is a recruitment or partner workbench where they can see all the requirement, acquisition requests which have been approved are routed to them or shared with them. They can add the profile to it, and they can see it in a questionnaire way. They can say that this person isn't compliant. What is the level value that can be given to him? So based on this questionnaire or checklist provided, they can update the feedback about the profile that they are adding. Also, some information about the experience, expected salary, current salary. Also, the interviewer process, which is based on workflow. It is the workflow-based process complete selection process. Work schedule is also transparent, so recruiter can see that between 3 to 5 somebody is open to take the interview, so recruiter can fix you during that time. They can see these available slots and things like that. This is our dashboard composer. We have already pre-built KPIs. So you can use those KPIs and create a custom dashboard, and this is one of the sample dashboards. Bots are the main ingredient of our application. Like for example, we want to do semester-wise performance appraisal, or quarterly performance appraisal, or some reviews on a specific frequency. For example, talent review, their competency review, and so on. So you can assign these tasks to the bots. When a particular time comes, the system will automatically initiate that particular appraisal process. You can give the priority, link a workflow to it so that this workflow will be followed by the bot, to take different inputs from different people, and also processes request automatically. So the bot can add a lot of value to current HR or talent management processes. That's all we have in this presentation, and thanks for watching.